that can't go over the coach's head to make sure that they're giving you that good decision so that you can then take the next step from when you leave school. So that was always my mindset. Of literally, it was like, listen, I'm playing football, so, but I will do all right in school, or whatever. But I'm playing football. I have to, because that's what I wanted to do.
Do you know? I'm not surprised, you know, because you know it's mad. Even the other day, I was talking to my aunt in it, and she was telling me like even like back in the day, when we used to pick you up in the Honda, like taking with the practices, like but not on the road, like listen, yeah, like she like. My mum, yeah, will like she'll go to. I guarantee, if she was alive now, she'll probably went a Bulgaria a few times.
All the games.
Like it's so mad. Even there's one time she went to go see him play in Birmingham, minute, and I remember like obviously I wasn't there.
She went to watch. So she came to my FA Youth Cup game against Everton. That was in Everton, bro. That was in Liverpool away.
Yeah.
That's Everton away. That's far, bro.
Yeah,
And she came to one at St Andrews under 21s game. I think we beat. Who was that game against? I think it was Colchester or someone. We won. Played the whole game. Played well. And that. She came to that, and obviously I think that's when I was in like under 21s, like pro. So she came to the under 21s game and she watched the youth team game at Everton. It was mad. I remember like after and that, but she could see my mum, my dad, your mum, my mum, everyone just there. Like it was sick, man.
like that's what I'm saying. She was that because I remember. I don't know if that same match you're talking about. There was one match she went to where like it was like I think it was in that January maybe and was blitz. And like
what game was that?
I'm not sure you guys were playing, but I just remember she drove up with your dad and your mum.
It must have been.
It might be the same game you're talking
It
about.
must have been the Everton game.
But what I'm trying to say is that I remember that she went all that way and the next day before she felt it because what it is because my mum she had sickle cell and weather change is mad and I remember like
course.
the day after she was just in crazy pain. I remember my aunt saying that why didn't you like dress warm? Like you're going up up north and you're wearing like a scarf and just one.
Yeah, I remember actually had a scarf and that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I remember when because not until like everyone came round, so my dad literally popped by the coach. So obviously that's when I saw your mum, my dad, and my sisters because they come everywhere. So like that's when we was talking. I remember she had a scarf on and a little jacket on it. It was cold, bro. It was cold. I remember that.
She was like, but even still, but what I'm trying to say is that just showed like she was always like supporting. You know,
not even there. Like even when I was doing like little league, when I was like under 8s and 7s, because I remember like wherever my mum was going, your mum was there. So it was like, so that even if your mum didn't want to drive for ages, my mum will have his mum's car like outside my house for a time, and I'll be like, "Where's Aunt?" The Mercedes A-Class, like the first ones.
Yeah.
So we used to go. She used to take me, and obviously my mum would take that one instead of hers.
Yeah.
And then we'll go like.
Honestly,
that was like under 8s, under 9s. That was little league, like that was before everything. Like that was just a young kid, like.
So was that with the same team as Wigan?
No, that was just like local.
Oh,
like around this type of area. So from them times when I was a kid, more than I was just down there actually, yeah.
And that's something because I remember one time I just remember like I was thinking like raw like because the thing is because obviously like we like when we were all young obviously no one really knows what people are gonna do but I remember just literally just a couple of years have passed I'm like mum's like oh yeah Vivs playing football now but then but I remember like I wasn't surprised because I remember like obviously mom used to kind of say oh yeah your dad was kicking ball so it's kind of like no surprise do you know what I'm trying to say that you entered there but even just like when I think of now like you know like you saying that like yeah it was actually football or nothing and I think a lot of the time people have that's the right mentality to have in it but sometimes not everyone's gonna make it
of course 100%
not everyone's gonna make it
and like, I knew that you have to know that as well that's why it's just like but don't get it wrong it's luck prayer everything falls into that one route bro prayer luck everything hard work like everything support so it all plays into that one journey bro trust me
like and that's the thing even that it's good hearing you say that but even just like when you was kind of when you was more so like going into like doing your thing with the little league and stuff and trying to get that pro thing was there ever a thing in your mind where you thought you know what if
Of course, because I was still playing like Sunday league
Yeah.
until like 14, 15. So then, but still thinking like at some stage I have to get picked up. Do you know what I'm saying? So then it wasn't until one game where obviously, so one of my close friends, he was playing for Wycombe Wanderers. So he was like, yo, come, they're gonna feel you, like they're gonna go hard, like come. I was like, you sure? Cool, when I was killing it, like
Yeah.
we were killing it. We were like 14. It was killing it. So then I went, and then I was there for going for ages. So then, but then this is when it comes to sacrifice. So I'm 14. Every Tuesday, traveling to Slough to train on a Tuesday night, bro. I got school on Wednesday, so I'm getting home at like 12 at night. I'm finishing homework off on the train, bro. Like to the point where my mum was like, "Nah, like this is too much." I remember I fell asleep on the train, bro. I remember I was supposed to get off at those times I was living in Streatham. Supposed to get off at Streatham Common Station, bro. I ended up at Sutton. I woke up at Sutton. My mum called me like, "Where are you, bro?" It's 1 in the morning. I got school the next day. I'm like to my mum, "Oh, mum, I fell asleep. I'm in Sutton." So no, she got me a taxi home, and then she was just like saying to my dad, like, no, like he needs to stop going. It's too far for him. So then I think I still went, and then one time, but it was mad because the week I didn't go, that's when I got scouted by Chelsea. Yeah, it was mad. So that literally, I fell asleep on the train.
This is a big deal, man.
I fell asleep on the train. Bro, I woke up in Sutton. I'm like 15, bro. No, 14. I'm 14. Got to school the next day. Year 10, yeah, I'm 14. Got to school the next day. Wake up, bro. I remember, I think I had like geography homework or something. But then my mom was just so upset. She was like, "No, tomorrow you're not going to school. Like, just relax, rest."
Yeah.
So I was like, cool. So then, done all my homework that, I think it was Thursday or Friday. And then I went to play for, because that week I didn't get picked to play with under 16s. So I used to play with Wycombe on Saturday and then play my Sunday league team on Sunday. So then that week I didn't get picked for the under 16s to play some game because all the under 16s are come back. Bearing in mind, I'm 14, so I was calm. Like, so then we played AFC Wimbledon on a Sunday where I was mashing up. I was doing a madness, bro. And then the Chelsea scout, one guy called Ray Rembridge, he's like the scout for that. Sorry, just said, "Yeah, look, take my card." My friend's dad at the time was taking me because obviously my dad was in Nigeria. My sister just settled in school there.
Yeah.
Then he was like, "Cool, remember, bro, I had contract, fam. I called my dad with my phone from UK to Niger. I called him, bro. I was like, I got to let it ring everything. The bill was mad, but I called him. I didn't care. I was like, "Oh, dad, like I just got scouted by Chelsea." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Cool, listen, drop the phone. Obviously, I'm young them times. I'm not paying for my bill. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, when you pay for it, you don't care, bro.
Bro, I'm not paying for my phone bill them times. I remember he's like, drop the phone. They'll call me back. Happy. Call my mum. Then yeah, bro. And I went in. But it was like literally as all of that madness happened, that situation came. That's what I say. It comes down to luck, man. It's luck as well. Because, bro, that Thursday, I wasn't thinking, bro, starting Tuesday, I'm going to be on trial at Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying?
That must be like, even just as a teenager, you just must be gassed.
And like, that was my first proper trial, like where they give you the kit, like you're there,
yeah,
like proper academy, like bro, from Sunday League straight to like Chelsea was mad, bro.
That's
Chelsea,
impressive.
Chelsea's a hard team to get into, you know,
bro.
So you need a lot of work and effort, you know.
Like I don't know. I think I've heard that as well. Like some, I don't know, some academies. Like I'm sure they're all kind of competitive in it, but out of a few, there's probably somewhere like it's like trying to get through. What they say, trying to get through. Like it's tough, innit?
Bro, it was tough, man. It was mad. I remember literally. So went on. I think it was the Thursday. Went on the Thursday. So initially, the trial, I think they wanted to see where I was like the first day before they said, "Okay, cool, we're gonna extend this for 6 weeks."
Yeah.
So then, I remember the first day killed it. was just calm. Like, I remember I met my age group was very good. So
Yeah.
it's like Ruben Loftus Cheek,
Slow down.
Jeremy Boga, Ole Aina, the guy called Fankati Dabo. There was Kevin Wright, them times, Jonathan Malay, but there was bare guys. These lot were hard. Obviously, I would know about them, do you know what I mean? Because they were, to get me, they were doing their thing. So I remember,
were they already in the
yeah,
squad?
they were playing for them, bro.
Oh, okay.
So I remember training with all these guys. I've just come from Sunday League, bro. I'm just new to all of this. Do you know what I mean? Remember, first session went well. Then from that first session, I'm like, okay, cool, we're going to keep you for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. So I think this was like September. But I was doing so well, bro, 6 weeks. I was there from like September to like December. So I was there like 2 months, 2-3 months. Like, because I was, I'm in Chelsea, like, I'm there, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to get signed. Like, usually at that time, a trialist wouldn't miss school to train. I was doing day release and I was on trial. Like, that don't happen, do you know what I mean? Unless you're a foreigner coming from a different country, do you know what I mean? And then, bro, like, they just dropped the bombshell on me, like, one day. They were just like, the decision time. I was just like, all right, cool, when's the decision time going to be? Because I've been here for like 3 months, nothing's been said. Then they were just like, oh, we're sorry, but we're not going to give you a contract. At that point, bro, I was burnt because I was thinking, like, raw, like, I remember me and my mum sitting there with my sister. My mum was more angry that I'd been there for so long. But at the same time, she was calm about it as well. Obviously, I was more upset. But then obviously, I just got over it and then I signed for Crystal Palace straight away off the back of that. Like, no trial, nothing, just signed.
But before this that happened though, like, what was, because it's like with every bad news anyone gets, you're gonna be like disheartened. You're gonna be like, oh, you know what? Like, what kept you thinking, you know what
kept me
this
going?
burnt, but like, okay, but I need to,
because it wasn't for football reasons. I know for a fact because I was doing my thing like every game. Like, we played to scoring goals. I was doing my thing. Like, I was proper doing my I was doing my thing like 100%. So that even it was baffling for some men, like, bro, like, you're not signing. I'm like, no, bro, I'm not signing. I'm like, I swear, like that. But it was calm, and then obviously ended up going to Palace, and then yeah, man, that was like my first academy team where I signed. Like, you know, when you're signed, like, alright, cool, now I'm signed, like, I'm a part of this. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
That was like my first.
And then obviously after Crystal Palace, then it was
Birmingham. So then 2 seasons at Crystal Palace. But like, the guy was a bit like the under 15 season the coach, the top coach. He was like, he went on to become like assistant to Tony Pulis, and I can't remember the other manager in the first team. So he's a top young coach and that. And then 16 still was killing it, but it's just a bit weird, bro. Like, silly politics that was happening, but like, that never fazed me. It was just funny to me. Do you know what I mean? And then, I remember, I had a meeting to get a scholarship. So then I remember I've come in. They're like, oh no, we're gonna review you for another couple of weeks. Thinking, what? Like, bro, I was probably the best in that under 16 team. So then I was like, all right, okay, cool, it's fine. But like, it was like something was just, I don't know, like, but I was never acknowledged, do you know what I mean? Which was fine, I didn't mind. As long as I'm doing well and being productive on the pitch and conducting myself well, that's all that mattered at the end of the day. So then, yeah, I remember I've gone upstairs to the canteen to have my meeting.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I was playing Portsmouth away, bro. I'm killing it. Bro, I get subbed at half time. I'm like, what? Bro, I was in tears. Like, I was like, what the just got subbed at half time. So I remember I said to my dad, you know what, look, let's just have this meeting now, because there's no point. If I'm getting subbed at half time for non-football reasons, this is crazy. So then we called, we said, okay, let's just have the meeting now, let's just get over and done with. So then we had the meeting. So I've gone upstairs, all the youth team boys are there. So they see me and they're like, oh yeah, Viv, what, the scholar this time? Yeah, you're getting your scholar now. I'm like, bro, this club's, do you know what I mean? Like, certain people here are a bit, they're like, they're like
politics behind the scenes.
They're like, what? Like, no, you're calm, like, you're blessed, like, what? I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, like, I still laugh with some of them today, innit? Because
Yeah.
I kept, bro. The guy was like, "No, he's not getting a scholarship." I looked at my dad. My dad looked at me. I wanted to burst out laughing, but it was calm. I remember just got in the car. I just said, "Look, thank you very much for the opportunity." Bam, kept it moving, bro.
Bro, your resilience here is mad, you know,
Crazy.
because you see what it is for someone who's like,
And I was 15 at the time.
for
No,
someone
16,
who's,
16.
someone who's like looking in, yeah,
15, yeah.
who's like none the wiser, who don't know the ins and out the projects behind signing all that academy. You just think, oh yeah, it's probably like, you know, little league scouted, boom, pro, this and that and that. But it's like
No, bro.
it's like you're just killing it, and like, oh no, not today, lad. And then okay, killing it again, but not. And you're thinking like, what is it? What do you want for like?
Like you start to question yourself, thinking, bro, like, am I really good? Am I good or? But then, no, like I remember my dad was just like, I remember I said to him, I said, "Listen, I'm not playing football no more. I'm done. Like this is annoying now." They looked at me. I remember I said that I was angry. Woke up next day, bro. Probably the next day I was already in the local park kicking ball again. Anyway,
Yeah.
so then I went to some exit trail. Like it's like a showcase game. Every club's literally around the pitch watching. Bro, I smashed it. Bare teams. I remember like they were calling my school. Yeah, have him in, and then obviously Birmingham. And then yeah, man, literally went to Birmingham. I remember I played a game for Birmingham under 16s game, bro. I didn't know no one's name. It was against Charlton. They're like, please, can you just meet up? Don't come up to Birmingham. Just meet us on Saturday to play our game against Charlton.
Yeah.
My mum took me there. Didn't know anyone's name, bro. Just killed it, bro. I remember I got 2 assists, signed straight after the game. Done, literally.
Bro, that's something, and that's even just hearing that obviously the journey, because like I said, in it for some people that they're not gonna have that mindset after the first rejection. You know what? Okay, I tried in it. Let's just do something else. Maybe I'll go back to school and do what. But you're like, nah. Okay, nah. Fair enough. Cool. You don't know what I'm saying. Okay, cool. We move.
100%.
And then, but obviously, like with everything, yeah, there's always only a certain amount you can take up until the point you feel like, you know what, should I just is this really me? Is this really me? But it seems like from what you're saying that you're like, nah, okay, cool, you don't know what I'm saying, right, fair enough, thank you for the opportunity, but we move on to the next one.
Yeah,
now
100%.
obviously you're here in terms of like that same mindset that got you, sustained you. Would you say you still have that now, or is it kind of like, what's your mindset now?
No,
Now that you're
it's still the
professional?
same. 100. It's still the same. Like it's always been. I don't think it'll ever leave me like that. Willingness to be persistent and to never stop. I don't think that'll ever leave me. That's just always been in me since I was young. Like 100%. So I don't know. And obviously it's different now because you're older. Like you're a professional stuff. Obviously you grow up. Obviously you get older. You get more mature. And you think, oh, no, this is not with me. No. I go to the end, whether it's in this country or abroad, anywhere, bro. Like, that's just me, to be honest.
Would you say that you wanted to be a footballer when you were young?
We used to play football on the block, though, me and him.
I would lie to
Bro.
me.
What were you?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I just knew. No, like there's playing football in school, doing that. But I'm not like.
You used to just kick around.
But think about how old he is. I'm way younger than him.
That ain't
And
my gift.
I was playing with him.
This guy and what from what you even just now there, even like now you kind of paint that picture of, okay, like from young how you moving forward. You can always kind of you can tell like that you've had that passion in it. From when you're doing homework on the train,
Bro.
missing school, you like
Fell
it's
asleep on the train,
do you know what I mean?
bro.
So it's like
because I was tired. Because I was so tired from the trips, school. Bro, it was mad. I remember it like it was yesterday.
and obviously now that it's I won't say like would you say obviously the work still doesn't stop, yeah, but obviously you're in a different place now where like you from when you that 14-year-old to now how old you are now, yeah, it's not like, okay, I need to stop now, because when I was saying, what I was saying earlier, like it's competitive, bro. Like you're doing your thing, you're shining, but there's someone else waiting. Not to say that they're waiting for your downfall, but you see all the time.
It's like me when I was 19, bro, 18. I was lurking around the first team. I'm like, yo, I need to be in the first team. I want to be there as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Putting pressure on these big men that are very good as well. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm putting pressure on them, so it's no doubt like there's someone behind you that wants that. Do you know what I mean? So you always got to be on point, no matter what.
And that's what's good about you, because like you already had that mindset. Listen, I know, yeah. But if one of these man, not even like a case of injury, but if form dips, and the gaffer's like, listen, and you're bossing it, then it's a wrap. That's just how it goes. It's not like you don't care about the next man, but
no, but at the end of the day, like it's a competitive sport, innit? But at the same time, it's a team game, but with that's competitive around. If it's good competition, then it's fine, innit? As long as if someone was better than me and they're doing better than me and they're doing well and I'm not doing well, I can't sit there and be angry and say, oh, why am I not playing? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That's down to me to then prove why I should be playing by being way better than that person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously it's a good, healthy competition. I don't know, obviously some people are just bitter and they'll just be bad mouthing and that, but obviously that's just who I am, innit?
Yeah, exactly. So would you say that because like what I said, circling back what I said earlier on about having that resilience, yeah, would you say that kind of led you to not be bitter and not kind of having, because what it is, sometimes you can be disheartened, but then bitterness is a different thing, innit? You know what I'm gonna say? Would you say that having that resilience helped you not to be like bitter?
Yeah, but I don't think that's ever been in my nature, though. I'll be real. That's never been me. You know, I've just always been persistent and always had that resilience to drive me, bro. Literally, you get angry. Don't get me wrong. You'll get angry if someone's doing something you're doing, but you're not getting acknowledgement for it, and they are. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Let's all be honest in anything you're doing. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, 100%.
But I'm just. Listen, I always gotta be I always have to be 100. Like even with my knee injury, like, bro, I come back from my ankle injury, and then like just crazy. First ever season professional football I've ever been injured, even talking like operation and that. So obviously my knee was playing up, like kept on swelling up, bro. I said impossible. There's no way that I'm missing the last 10, 12 games of the season because of my knee. I'm playing, bro. I'm playing. So if that means drain my knee 3 days before a game, get all the fluid out, bro, I'm playing that game.
Yeah, because I remember when you were saying like, because I thought you had, when you said you can't, like, oh, you only kind of was like a temporary thing where like, okay, I'm gonna just drain it so I can go back to the team. I didn't even know that you did that. I just thought, yeah, you just, okay, my injury's done. Team. So that's a good testament
bro, man was
your character.
Literally, bro, it was mad. I remember I had a scan, and they were like, oh, yeah, your season might be done. I was like, impossible. I've just come back.
So did they say that in the beginning or after your operation?
No, the operation was like at the end of the season.
Oh yeah.
The scans were like 2 months before. Yeah. That's when I started noticing like my knee's not looking like my right, or it keeps swelling up. So then we had a scan, and then the surgeon was like, look, you can continue on it, but it'll be ideal if you just sort out right now. But I was like, look, no, I'm gonna just play. And then I'm just gonna sacrifice a lot. Just training, just be at home, relax, chill, rest, ice, so that I know that I'm gonna be on the pitch that Tuesday or Saturday, or that Tuesday or the Saturday.
Yeah, no, that's a very like. Well, it's being a team. Classic being a team player. It's classic case of being a team player, and obviously like and risky as well, because you're like, listen,
just discipline really, though.
You know,
injuries are hard, because I think I remember when I was playing Sunday League football, and I literally dislocated my knee on my right knee.
So done.
When I was playing, forgot what team it might have been, Carl Shorten or something. Yeah, and I just remember going on the ambulance, and they took me to hospital because I tore my ligaments.
Yeah, it's mad,
for like, I was out for like 6 weeks, and I just knew that our football isn't for me, you know, because there's too many injuries. So I think that's what stopped me from even getting into football.
Yeah,
because I remember I played for AFC Wimbledon, so I was like part of the academy when I was young, and I went for like six years, and then I thought it was gonna work out, but it just didn't really work out. So
Yeah, it's mad, man.
yeah, because I think the one thing that it taught me was like, to be resilient in like in anything I do in life, you know, and just hard work and dedication, because it's something that you're gonna need every day,
Literally.
in your life, and I think that's something that I took out of football, you know.
And then added that to your other works of life, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because what it is like so occupational hazard, isn't it? Like it comes with the
Good and the bad.
yeah, do you know what I mean? It comes with good and bad.
And the downfalls.
Like I was saying earlier, there's some people like injuries just mad, like where
Yeah, bro.
like this is you might not even have to play again, and that's what I was saying earlier. That's why like when that happens, because what it is, of course, like everyone knows that with football it is, well, depending on the person, it's like a let's say 18, 30. And then by 30, you know, you have to retire by 30, but at that point, you kind of maybe you just
It depends how you look after. If you're looking after yourself well and you're fit and you're strong, you go to like 36, and it just depends on people's minds. If they just think, oh yeah, 80, I'm done. Then 30, I'm done.
yeah,
And that's on them, innit? But
yeah, definitely. Like it's not even a case of I'm done. It's just more so thinking, okay, like if I have a mad injury, this is like a hypothetical thing. If I have a mad injury and I can't play football again, what am I then gonna do? Because a lot of people might have that, but the thing is like, because like yeah, with football, it's lucrative, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So you're not gonna be thinking, okay, cool, if I have an injury, but then if the game stops, if you can't play anymore, then what? Like how have you patterned yourself? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, and like, some people are different. Obviously, like now, I think a lot of the time it's different now, where like some people maybe they go into punditry, do this, do that, whatever. But it's not gonna be the case for everyone, innit?
I know everyone probably just has different things they want to do when they're done, innit? Obviously, people have other interests from football. Like, do you know what I mean? It could be property. I don't know. Having like academies, like for the future, like different things, man. Like obviously, it's just important to save your money, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Even that, but I'm not even talking more so on the finance. I mean more so of like.
Oh, just what you want to do. Oh, yeah, of course.
See if